For those who follow me on my other social media platforms, that's Facebook, Instagram, and even I share more on my statuses, that's WhatsApp status. I made a big, to me it's a big announcement because I'm really an achiever. I have always dreamt of being a writer, being an author, like telling my stories, sharing some of the things I learned in life with others. I just wanted to continue bridging the gap between information and myself. I grew up from a family where my dad used to come back every day with newspapers, like every day. He used to have a mountain. He used to come back with three, of course, bouquet day. It's a Gada print. Secondly, New Vision and Monta Daily Monitor. But he never allowed us to get hold of bouquet day. So we're always anxious, really find out why, why he was not allowing us to read bouquet day. But the most memorable experience I have, like every time he came home, he used to give us newspapers, me and my elder sister. He made us sit somewhere and read the newspapers, and then after, we had to come and share what we had learned from the newspapers. And always the most pressuring part was making sure you read the news and understand it in a way that you were able to interpret it to him. Because by the time he gave us the newspapers, he had read all the stories and he knew everything in Monta, New Vision, and even his book he never allowed us to read. I never understood that, why he was doing that, and he used to bring us books at home, novels and all that. So it was really, these were moments when we had to hold close us because it was part of our father's plan, but we couldn't really interpret them. Recently, as I was having a dialogue with one of my mentors, and he was like, you know what, you are so lucky that your reading culture didn't start now, it started some time ago. And if you really sit down and contemplate on the events, on the scenarios, memories, you definitely come to realize that your father was preparing you for something big like this. And with that, there is no way I would have come up with the desire to be a good author. Yeah, I'm a good author because I believe in myself and I love what I'm writing. So there is no way how I would have lived my dream of being a writer. So I grew up as an introvert. Yes, I grew up as an introvert. And I spent much of the time reading and writing what I had learned from my readings and findings. And this made me feel like, one day I really have to tell my stories also. And today I really want to share with you that some months ago, I was able to put out my first ever book out, and it was received by people. Like, I never even thought that people could call in, people could email me, people could message me requesting for my book. And for those who didn't have the chance to see my first book, the first edition was like this, the 10 months of my youth. But after the first edition, I've had people come out and, I've had comments from people. I've had a very inspiring feedback from people. This is how the first edition looks like. And after a few months of thinking through it, going through the comments and all that, I finally have this. Yes, I have this. As you can see, there is an improvement in these two productions. But then I couldn't have done it without the help of the Frosty Media Agency. Frosty Media Agency, they deal in ghostwriting, proofreading, the book publications, they in multimedia services, photography, they deal in skilling and all that. So with Frosty Media Agency, you can unlock your potential. So thank you so much, Frosty Media Agency team, for being there for me, for walking this journey with you, for making sure that we have this book out at the right time we had planned. Secondly, also Harriet Mugenyi, she's part of the team which did the proofreading. She's a lecturer at Cavendish University. She's a good scholar, by the way, a very good scholar. Thank you so much. My family, thank you so much. My father, thank you so much. My mother. These people always, I always tell people this story and they laugh and they feel like, okay, you were a planned kid. No, I wasn't a planned kid. Like, we were given, growing up, we were given the space to be in books. And the moment you came back home with poor results, they had to ask you why you had those poor grades, yet you had all the time to be in books. So thank you so much to my dear mom and my dear dad and all the support system I've had. I've had people believe in me, by the way. I know, like, this is something I'd love to share also, that there is no first fan you can ever have. Like, you're the very first support system you can have. You are the very first support system you can have for yourself. So in everything you do, remember, you are the only first fan or support system you can ever have. So I believed in myself. However much people believed in me, people supported me the best way they could. They always encouraged me to continue polishing my writing skills, my writing skills. So thank you so much for all those people who have been there for me. And I'm grateful for the conversations that I've had. I'm grateful for the personal interviews that I have had, interviews with myself. They have really helped me to walk my journey, to get out of the comfort zone, to undress myself from the procrastination queen. I had been a procrastination king for a long time, but I was able to undress myself, that personality, and where they to do past. Feel free to reach out on my social media handles. I'll share them with you and even the contact in case you're interested to grab yourself a copy. And for those people who pre-ordered, I hope you are already loving your deliveries. Thank you so much for being patient with me for some time. And also for those who still need or feel like they should have a copy, kindly reach out so that you can read the 18 months of my youth. So we need to make decisions. So I'm just recounting on the few moments within my early youth days and how those decisions that I made are really making me live a life without regrets. So please, 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 thank you guys for sticking with me and for loving my work. Just follow me on Instagram at Lilda the Saint Woman UG, Facebook Irene Namudu, and also I'll leave my contact, under the description of this video so that you can reach out and grab yourself a copy. Thank you guys.